Hey guys, good afternoon, good afternoon. How are you guys doing? I am Altaviz Pelzer. I am the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach. Those who are catching this via the replay, thank you to all my replay viewers. You guys show me so much love. I greatly appreciate you coming in, sharing out the broadcast. I also appreciate you coming in and showing so much love. Hey Jason. And so I'm coming live with episode 27 of Speak Easy. You guys know, hey Ayeri, how are you? I haven't seen you before. How are you doing this afternoon? Hey Jerome, how are you doing? And so y'all know what it is. When I put hashtag Real Talk into the title, we got some real things to discuss. Hey Danny, we got some real things to discuss. So you want to share out the broadcast. So I'm literally going to give you 10 reasons why you may not be making money as a speaker or an author. Now, again, this is hashtag Real Talk because y'all know that when we're talking about making money, people always get, they don't really want to always talk about the real reasons why people aren't making money. Everybody kind of wants to make it superficial and, make it seem like it's all, surface stuff, but some of it isn't surface stuff. Some of you really need to take a look at. And, it's the same for authors as it is for speakers in a lot of areas. And so you guys know with Speak Easy, I come and give you the behind the scenes for what it means to be an author or a speaker. I give you the behind the scenes. I give you the information. I give you the sometimes where you trip and stumble and fall. I give you those things too, just so that way you can make sure that you don't make the same mistakes. So today, I am super excited. I'm always excited to come and talk to you guys. But 10 reasons why you're not making sales as an author or a speaker. So thank you so much for sharing out the broadcast. Number one is you still haven't niched down on a target. A lot of times people don't realize that even when writing a book, there's a target audience that you're speaking to. And if you don't niche down on a target, oftentimes you will waste time, energy, and money in your marketing efforts. You're wasting money with how your book cover looks. You're wasting money with all of these different things because you haven't niched down a target. So you don't necessarily know what it is that your target really wants or needs. And so that part, as a speaker, as an author, that is something that you have to do. You need to niche down on the target. And, I always make fun of it and say that you don't want to be, standing at a horse farmer's convention speaking, and that's not your target. But the reality of it is a lot of people out here will run and jump on a platform to speak, and that platform doesn't necessarily speak to their target audience. Their target's not in the audience. Hey, Carol. Hey, sis. And so they go through so many different things because guess what? Their target's not in the audience. They're not even talking to their target. So as an author, as a speaker, you definitely want to make sure you have a niche. Who is it that you're speaking to? Because guess what? If you don't know who you're speaking to, then how are you going to know where they are, what kind of programs they want, what kind of services or products they need? How are you going to know any of that if you're not talking directly to your target? I can go right now and do a poll in any of my groups or on my Facebook page, and I know that my target audience, that I have built it up to a point where my target audience is following me, and they will tell me exactly what it is that they want. So you definitely need to niche down. Now, people are going to say, oh, but if I niche down, I'm going to lose out on money. Are you making money now? Crickets, crickets, crickets. Are you making money now? Sometimes niching down does not take you away from the money. It brings you closer to the money. Why? Because guess what? So do you market to people who need a hammer on the Animal Planet? Animal Channel? No, not really. But are you going to market to people that need a hammer on the home shopping network? You may, but probably not. Are you going to market people that need a hammer on the DIY channel? Duh. Yeah. So knowing your niche is very important. Number two is you don't know, again, you don't even know where your target is. So because you don't have a niche, you don't know where to put your money when it comes to marketing. You don't know where to put yourself when it comes to social media. Some people are all over social media and they're just kind of, throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. They're trying to just, throwing darts at the board, trying to see if they can make it into the bullseye. Guys, we gotta be a lot more specific when it comes to our business because, again, this is a business. And these are the things, hey, Andrea, hey, sis, these are the things that are important if we want to make this a sustainable business. I was talking about it earlier today in my Reactivate Toolkit call, that literally a lot of times we don't look at this as a business. As an author, you don't look at yourself as an entrepreneur. As a writer, as a speaker, you don't look at yourself as an entrepreneur, but you are. And so everything that you do needs to line up accordingly because you are that author, you are that speaker, you are the business, you are the brand. And so that part, you don't know where your target is at all. Number 3 is you're scared to ask for the sale. Now, so many people literally get to the point where they're kind of scared. Like they'll go live, they won't talk about their products and services, or they'll share out everybody else's stuff on their platform and won't say anything about products and services that they have available. Guys, we got to stop being scared to ask for the sale. Stop being scared to ask for the sale. Why? Because when we're scared to ask for the sale, guess what? We can't pay bills that way. We end up still working for somebody else if we're scared to ask for the sale. Listen, we put ourselves in a bind. We put ourselves in this whole little bubble that we don't necessarily have to be in. Guys, just ask for the sale. They're either going to say no or they're going to say yes. Hey, Tamira. Hey, sis. They're either going to say no or they're going to say yes. Point blank. Either way, it doesn't matter. Because guess what? If you never ask at all, there's no sale to be had. So asking, you get a 50% chance of them saying yes and buying your products. Doesn't that make a lot more sense? Isn't that percentage a whole lot better? Hey, sis. Isn't that percentage a whole lot better than you getting absolutely no sales at all? I'm just saying, hey, Allison, how are you doing? I'm just saying, you getting 50% of a chance of getting sales as opposed to you getting goose eggs is, listen, 50% is real good. How are you doing? 50% sounds real good compared to 0. I'm just saying. It is. You got to think about it, guys. For real. So number 3 is you're scared to ask for the sale. And so these are those who are just coming in. I'm Altaviz Pelzer. Hey, Janine. And I'm talking to you guys today for Speak Easy, episode 27. And literally, right? Yes, goose eggs, Allison. I talked to you guys about the behind the scenes, about being a public speaker, about being an author. And, today, fit in with the topic that I did this morning for our accountability call. Yeah, exactly. Is that, here are 10 reasons why you're not making any sales as a speaker or as an author. So when it comes to being a speaker, a lot of times you'll just go with the flow. You won't even ask to see if an event has a budget in order to pay you. So automatically you go into it just thinking, oh, this is going to be a free event. This is going to be, this is going to be an event that I have to invest in, or it's going to be a free event. They're not going to be able to pay me. Did you ask them if they had a budget to pay you? Did you ask them did they have a budget to pay you? You probably didn't. And because you didn't, you got goose eggs as opposed to you having a 50% chance of them saying, maybe they could have paid you $500. Maybe they could have paid you $200. But again, that $200 is a whole lot better than 0. We got to ask. And so, like I said, you know, you're scared to ask for the sale. Number 4 is you don't have the support. You don't have a group supporting you. So this is the thing. As speakers, people get very antsy and irritated. They kind of don't want to ask for help. They don't want to, you know, gain support because they feel like people are going to steal their topics or steal their ideas. Can I be honest in telling you that I've had people steal my topics? I've had people steal my content, my topics, my titles. I've had people go live the same time I went live because and steal the name, so that way people would look at first glance, they would click on their broadcast thinking that it was me, because they literally put Find Your Voice, and I'm Find Your Voice Now. I've literally had these things happen. Guys, it doesn't stop you. I'm still successful. I'm still making, you know, I'm still, you know, coming out here and reaching clients. I'm still selling books. It didn't matter that they did that. And I had quite a few. I literally would go live, and a couple hours after I went live, somebody would go live with the exact same content. Verbatim. Exact same content. So you being scared that somebody's going to steal your content, guess what? They can steal your content after you go live. Hey, Thea. Hey, sis. Exactly. You cannot allow that to stop you, because so many other people, guess what, need your information and will pay for your content. You cannot let yourself get caught up in the whole idea that people are going to steal your content. Thank you for sharing, Thea. You can't get, you know, caught up in that part, because guess what? That's what happens. It's a part of this business. So you put your information out there, and then can I go a little even deeper, just a little deeper for you guys, just a tad bit deeper for you guys. Guess what? It won't mean anything if you never even put the content out there. Because see, that's the other part, is that a lot of times we're so scared that somebody's going to steal our content. We never go live. We never put the content out there. We never write the book. We never do the products and the services, because we're scared. We're so scared that somebody's going to steal our content. We're so scared that somebody's going to, you know, come in and run and take all of our information. And then what would we do then? Oh my goodness, really, guys? Come on. Let's be honest. Ideas are a dime a dozen. Ideas happen all the time. If you're not going to act on an idea, don't believe that somebody else won't have that same idea at some point in this whole world, not have the same exact idea as you. So if they move on the idea first, guys, you blew it because you didn't move. So again, asking for the sale is important, but you got to make sure that you have a support group. A support group will help to push you in those moments when you get a little nervous, a little scared. A support group will help to make sure that you're not, you know, getting stagnant and things like that. Hey, Ashley, a support group is an accountability group. So you should either have a coach, you should have a mentor. Yes, even speakers need coaches and mentors. Why? Because all of us had that moment where we get to that mental block and we feel as though we can't go any further than what we've been. All of us have that moment where we come to literally that brick wall and we're stuck, we're stagnant. Having a coach, having a support system allows you to, when you get to that point, have somebody that's going to pour into you to get you out of that funk. Have somebody that's going to kick you in the tuchus, to get you where you need to be. Guess what? If you don't have a support system, you will get to that point, because we all get to that point, and you'll become stagnant. You'll get to that point and you won't move. You won't gain access to any more information simply because you don't have that support system. So it's important for you to have that support system. You need one. I have a coach that I pay, my business coach. I have a mentor. And then I have my weekly accountability group. My accountability group holds me accountable just like I hold them accountable. Why? Because, again, it's a process. Sometimes we think that, no, we don't need that help. No, we need help. This is not about trying to do it on our own. We are not solopreneurs. We are not solopreneurs. We can go further together. And so that brings me to number 5. Number 5 is you don't have daily money goals. Now listen. So I talked about it this morning. If you missed the replay from this morning's accountability call, you definitely want to join in. It's bit.ly/reactivate me. It's $25 a month. It's a weekly accountability call. You get bonus videos as well. The bonus video for this morning was literally 10 tips to market your products. 20 tips to market your products. And then I gave them 4 bonus tips after the 20 that I gave them to market their products. So many people are running around thinking that marketing is, this simple game, you just throw some stuff out there and people will, gravitate towards your stuff. No, you need to have a marketing strategy. You need to have a marketing plan. A part of that plan is having a daily goal for your money. How much money are you making today? What's your goal? Do you even have a daily money goal? If not, then you're doing it all wrong. You cannot be a business and not have a daily business goal. I have over 15 years in retail management experience. There is no business, none, that goes out here and does not have a money goal each day. None. Not at all. There is no business out here that does not look at their conversion rate as well as their money goals and look at specific time frames as to how much they want to have by a certain time frame. See, if you don't know, I give good stuff. I give juicy information. So if you haven't shared out the broadcast already, this is definitely a good time for you to share out the broadcast, because guess what? We still got 5 more before I leave you guys, because you guys know with Speak Easy, I don't stay before you guys long. But we still got 5 more. So number 5 again was you don't have daily money goals. Listen, we doing it wrong. If you don't have daily money goals, then you're not doing it right. There's no successful business that runs without having daily money goals. There's none. And then number 6 is you don't have any freemiums. So you have no way to get people into your products and services. You have nowhere to get them on your email list. Now, I don't teach funnels. That's not my lane. I am very transparent with you guys. I do not try to take on anybody else's lane that is not mine. That is not my lane. I can't stand doing funnels and freemiums and all of that good stuff. I just like being in front of the clients and helping my clients. That's it. Kiara Solomon is on my friends list here on Facebook. She does everything email marketing. She gives you that information. She tells you how to do freemiums, how to do your ClickFunnels, how to do all of that stuff. I do not. But I do know that freemiums and funnels are something that you need. And so if you're not creating the information, the content for you to have freemiums and funnels, then we got a problem. Because if you're not creating content on a regular basis and reusing that content and redistributing that content, then you way left. We need to reel it back in. This is a business. Again, we need to reel it back in. So even as a speaker, you should have freemiums. You should. If you don't have freemiums as a speaker, you're not a business. You're a hobbyist. It's okay to do this as a little side gig and be a hobby and want to speak every once and again and, but this is not a business to you. It's a hobby. You need to have freemiums. Freemiums are so important. And then we got number 7. Number seven is you're not building online relationships. Now, this one is a major one. So again, hey Solemn, this one is a major one. So if you have not shared out the broadcast already, you definitely want to share it out on this one. So this is my thing. So many times people go onto social media and they want people to follow them. They want people to engage with them, but you're not following, engaging, and sharing anybody's stuff. I talked about it this morning in my accountability group, and I said, I get so many inbox messages of people asking me to share their stuff on my social media sites, asking me to share their stuff on, my platform. But the reality of it is guess what? A lot of times these are people that I was supporting that never showed any support back. These are people that literally, they only show up when they trying to sell something. And so we got to be very careful about not becoming that same type of person. Are we only showing up when we're trying to get people to fill a class? Are we only showing up when we're trying to get people to buy a new product that we just released, or buy something that we just put out, something we just put together? Or are we really building relationships? Relationships are give and take. No, I don't have to talk to you every day to build a relationship, but I put it into my business, and I shared out this business tip a couple days ago. Is it literally, I have increments throughout the day where I go on social media and I engage with my followers. I engage with the people that are on my friends list. I'm sharing out their stuff. I'm engaging on their broadcasts, or I'm engaging on their posts. I'm talking to them, building relationships. Hey, Elizabeth, building relationships. Because guess what? Building relationships has been how I've been able to connect with so many different people. So for instance, I'll give an example. Elizabeth Perez, hola. She is a friend of Shane DeGary's and T Free. And so I met her through Shane DeGary and T Free. Thanks for sharing it out, Liz. I met her through them. So it was because I was on their platform and I was engaging with them and sharing out their broadcast that I connected with her. Thanks, sis. I connected with Elizabeth. Guess what? Some of us come on social media and then we're not sharing out anything. We're just barely sharing out stuff. We're not engaging with people, but we want people to buy our stuff. We want people to engage with us. It doesn't work that way. Can I tell you that part of the thing with the algorithms on Facebook, and I've seen it, is that literally the more people you engage with, especially before going live on a broadcast, the more people are on your broadcast, the more people get the notification. Why? Because you've engaged in conversation with them. Why is Mark going to send a notification to somebody who you haven't even engaged with, you haven't even been talking to? That person may never want to see your broadcast, ever. But see, it also goes to who's on your friends list. Because a lot of times we have friends on our friends list is it's our family members. It's people we went to college with. It's people we went to high school and middle school with, that we want to talk about old times. But see, when it comes to business, they're not necessarily going to be ones that are going to come and share out your broadcast. So that's why you have to go out and be, again, what does the word of God say? In order to gain friends, you have to show yourself friendly. So you have to go out and find people. I have gone out and found other people on other platforms in other communities. I don't just stay in my community. And because of that, I've connected with some amazing people, some other speakers, authors, entrepreneurs that are doing some amazing things, people that have their own clothing line, people that have their own hair care line, their own products, and I mean all types of stuff, guys. And I've also been able to connect with people globally. Why? Because I've gone outside of my comfort zone and connected with other people, and I've been, it's that reciprocity. I share, you share, I share, you share, and it may not always work out that way, because people are busy. But I try to make sure that I'm engaging with people a lot. And it shows in the people that are coming, enjoying my products and services. It shows in the people that are engaging with me, even the people that are joining my free group, which is Your Voice here on Facebook. Literally, they're like, you know, I see you go live and I love your presence. I love what you're doing. I love that, you know, that you don't really fit into anybody's bubble, into anybody's box. You stand out. I appreciate that. I appreciate your transparency. Guess what? It's because I went out there. I went out there to build relationships. So as I grow, as I find more people and do more things, I'm still going out and building more relationships. Yes, it's a part of the business. Does it get tedious? Yes, it gets very tedious. But that's why I have it scheduled into my time. The same way that I have as a mother, I have to make sure I'm scheduling in time to do things with my children. It's going to be the same way. If I'm going to build the relationships, I have to make sure I'm making time for it. So that's a very important one. That's number 7. And then number 8 is you're inconsistent. So we're on again, off again. We're going live. Then we want to do the audio. We want to do audio instead of doing, you know, videos. And then we don't do nothing at all. And then we go live all of a sudden. And then we don't do nothing at all. Guys, we got to be consistent. We know that literally it takes 21 days to build a habit, a break or start a new habit. But guess what? Even now, it's even more than 21 days. They're saying that it's almost at like 30 days at this point. But if it takes 21 days to break or start a new habit, then guess what? Why would you think that it would take anything less than 21 days to convince or to provide content for somebody and make them want to buy with you? If it takes 21 days, right, you definitely have to be genuine. If it takes 21 days for you to break or start a habit, then why would you think it would take anything less when it comes to somebody buying your products and services, signing up for your class? Why do you think that you can go live once a week, twice a week, and people are just going to come and jump at the opportunity to work with you? It doesn't work that way. We have to make sure that we're putting ourselves out there in such a way that we're building. Again, it goes back to that building relationships. If we're inconsistent, then they're going to look at our business as being inconsistent. If we're inconsistent, then our money's going to be inconsistent. Why? Because we're not consistently putting ourselves out there and letting them know what it is we have to offer. So that's number 8, is that you're inconsistent. And that's one of the ways, hey, Michelle, hey, how are you doing? That's one of the ways that we're missing out on money as an author or a speaker, is because we're inconsistent. We're inconsistent with interviews. We're inconsistent when it comes to what we speak about. We're inconsistent when it comes to us doing live events or doing any events. Somebody said to me at the beginning of the year, they asked me, well, what was my goals for this year? And I said it was dominate, don't compete. I don't have to compete with anybody because I'm me. I'm original. I'm unique. I'm different. I'm a unicorn, y'all. I'm a unicorn. And so I don't have to compete, but I still have to have a mindset of domination. So what does that mean? That means that I'm doing multiple interviews every month. That means that I'm putting myself out there to speak on different platforms. Right, Kristen? I'm putting myself out there to speak on different platforms. I'm putting myself out there to connect with other people. I'm traveling to do different events. I'm not just trying to do stuff locally. I literally gotta be consistent, but it was all about dominate, don't compete. It's funny because I look at the whole 10X clan and oh my goodness, the 10X family is just, that's what it's about. It's about 10Xing your goals. It's about taking it to the next level and not saying, oh, I got to beat this person or I got to beat this person. No, you're not 10Xing your goals to beat somebody else. You're 10Xing your goals to beat yourself, to beat that thing that's on the inside of you that's telling you that you can't get it done. You're 10Xing your goals so that way you can say to yourself, I beat my goal that I had today, and I did even better than what I did yesterday. So that's what that whole 10X family is about, and I love that, because guess what? That's what it's about. That's what the whole 1% family, Shane Train in the building. That's what the whole Shane Train is about. It's the 1%, because 1% is going to be willing and able to do what the 99% won't do. That 1% is going to be able to do what the 99% will not do. And so because that 1% is willing to do more, it may look a little crazy to the 99%, but it ain't going to look crazy when they're looking at their bank account. Can we say that? Can we say that? It's not going to look crazy when they look at their bank account. Thank you for sharing, Kristen. It's not going to look crazy when they look at their bank account. It's going to look crazy to the other people when they're looking at the work that they're doing, but it's not going to look crazy when they're looking at the bank account. It's not. It doesn't work out that way. So we got to be consistent. And when we're consistent, again, people will know, they will show up and show out, and they'll support. And then so number 9 is, this is the other one. Now, this is the one that I laugh at all the time, because this was me in the beginning, is you're giving away too much content. Now, listen. Not that you're giving away too much content, but you're giving away too much content for free. So a lot of times we are so eager to get ourselves out there that we are pimping ourselves like a $2 hug. We can't do that. That's not good. Hey, Megan, we can't be doing that. We really have to understand, what content am I putting out there for sale? What content am I putting out there for free? I need to differentiate between the two, but I still need to make sure it's great content, because people connect with us because of the content we're putting out. We are not coming and going live and doing twerk videos. That is not what we're doing as a paid author or a paid speaker. We're going live with content that is relevant to our target audience. So when I go live, I can talk about stuff that's relevant to domestic violence. I can talk about stuff that's relevant to molestation. I can talk about stuff that's relevant to homelessness, because these are all things that I have endured. I can go live and talk about those things because that's my target. So when I'm talking about low self-esteem and depression and the things that we go through when it comes to being that speaker or that author, oftentimes I'm speaking directly to them because it's stuff that we have gone through. A lot of times it's very hard for us to be confident in ourselves because of the abuse that we've endured. It's hard for me to say that, I'm going to charge my worth. I don't know what I'm worth. And so I went through those cycles. I went through that mindset. And so when I go live and talk about that, I'm talking directly to my target audience. What was number 1 is you need to have a niche. You have niche it down, niche. You got to have a niche audience, because that niche audience wants exactly what you have to offer. So number 9 was, you're giving away too much content for free. You don't know how to package your stuff. You don't know what to do to create packages. Listen, we have been talking about this in the Reactivate Toolkit call, because they have, I've given them homework for them to create their own packages and stuff on their websites. And that's what they're in the process of doing now. bit.ly/reactivate me. It's literally a weekly accountability call, $25 a month. We go through so many different things. They also get bonus videos. Today's bonus video was 20 tips on marketing your products. And can I just be honest in telling you guys that if you're only marketing your products on social media, then you're missing the mark. That was one of the things that I had to share with them this morning. It was an ouch for early in the morning, but it was the truth. If you're only marketing on your website, you're missing the mark. And that's just it. You're missing it. And so number 9 was that. And then number 10 is that you don't have a team. Well, again, we're trying to be that solopreneur. And I understand it's in the beginning stages. So we're like, oh, well, we don't have the finances to pay somebody $600 a month and things like that. Guys, we really need to look at what we really do have. We need to have a hold on what money we have is coming in, what money is going out. Because sometimes we're wasting money on things that we don't really need. How many of you have actually signed up for stuff because you were like, somebody else said they were using it, so I'm going to go and use it, and I'm going to pay for it, and I'm going to do this. And guys, you're not even using it at all. Matter of fact, you don't even know how to use it. So we really have to look at how much money we're putting out, how much money we're getting in, and we need to start investing in a team. Even if we start with something simple like a VA, we definitely need to invest in a team. If we're not investing in a team, then guess what happens? We don't grow. We don't grow. Hey, James, we don't grow if we don't invest in a team. So I'll go and do a quick recap. Thank you guys for those who are just coming in. My name is Altavice Pelzer. I am a motivational speaker, certified life coach, and Amazon best-selling author. I currently have 5 books on Amazon, 2 of which are book collaborations and 3 of my own. That's who I am. I'm silly. But, you know, I'm transparent. I come to you every day for Speak Easy, where we talk about the behind the scenes of being that paid speaker, that paid author, because a lot of people want to be authors. Some people have become authors, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're paid. And so today is, 10 reasons why you're not making any sales at all. Forget just on social media. You're not making sales at all. And number 1 was you still haven't niched down on a target. Some of y'all still think that y'all can talk to everybody about everything and you don't have to have a niche. But then you can't understand why you're not having people bang down your door to have you come speak at their event and pay you to speak at their event. Why? Because you sound like everybody else, because you haven't niched down on a target. So for me, I speak to women, I equip women to define, accept, and use their unique voice to become a speaker or an author after abuse. I have niched down my target. I niched it down. It's like this big, y'all. I niched down my target. Why? Because niching down my target allows me to connect directly with them. And when networking and collaborating, I've literally been able to network and collaborate with more people because I niched down on that target, because I'm not trying to talk to everybody. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your sales funnel. I'm not trying to tell you how to take care of your books. I don't even like taking care of my own books for my business. I'm not telling you about email marketing. I'm not telling you about how to do Facebook ads. I'm not telling you how to do your Facebook groups. That's not what I'm telling you. I come and help women who have gone through abuse to find their unique voice. That's what I do. I'm not all over the place. I am not all over the place. I will not be all over the place. I refuse. I said 2017, we are not wasting time, energy, or money. That means I can't be all over the place. But number 2 was you don't know where your target is. And if you don't know it, if you don't have a niche down, then of course you don't know where they are. So you waste money marketing on wrong platforms, and time and energy. Number 3 was you're scared to ask for the sale. So many times, a lot of them, especially the ones that my target audience, they have a very hard time with getting into the habit of asking for the sale. It is hard in the beginning. It definitely is hard in the beginning, but it's not something that you can't get done. You can always ask for the sale. Same thing with being a public speaker. Guess what? Some of you are scared to ask if somebody has a budget to pay you to speak. So you'd rather go and be silent and not get paid anything than ask and them say, okay, well, we can pay you $300. $300 is a whole lot better than zero. 300 is a whole lot better than 0. So you really need to pay attention to that. So you're scared to ask for the sale. Number 4 is you don't have support group. And so my accountability group, that's something that I'm really strong on with them, is that it's a support group. If they're going live, they support each other. If they're coming out with a product or a service, they support each other. When they're coming up with ideas, they support each other. And they kind of share ideas. They do it during Q&A on Saturday mornings, but they also do it in the group as well. Number 5 is you don't have daily money goals. How many of y'all are going through these streets, these paid author, paid public speaker streets, and still don't have a daily money goal? Hey, Karen, and still don't have a daily money goal. Not at all. And so we think that we just going to run out here, throw something out on social media or throw something out on our website and people are just going to buy it. That part. We need daily money goals. Hey, Harold, we need daily money goals. And so that's very important for you to understand. Number 6 is you don't have any freemiums at all. And I told y'all, now listen, email marketing is not my thing. That's not my judge. But freemiums are a necessary piece of the puzzle. And so I gave out some information about freemiums in our class this morning. And they were like sitting there going, I never realized I could get it out as a freemium. Yeah, you can. How are you doing today, Harold? So you don't have any freemiums to get people on your email list. Again, another reason why we're not making sales, because we're thinking everything is just about what we put on social media, and then we don't have an email list, or we have a very small email list, and we're not even emailing them. See, that was my other problem. I told y'all the stuff I'm telling you on this list is stuff that I've gone through. That was the other piece, is, you know, sending out emails. I don't like sending emails. I don't like sending emails, but you can still make sales by sending emails. Greetings to you as well, Harold. You can send out, listen, you can make sales by sending emails. You can. So if you don't have an email list, you're missing the mark. You're missing sales. Number 7 is you're not building online relationships. I told you guys about how I met Elizabeth. I've met Harold. Hello, Harold. And some other amazing entrepreneurs here on Facebook, on Periscope, on Instagram. I'm always meeting people on Instagram. Listen. Oh, not a problem, Karen. Yeah, I'm always connecting with people on Instagram. That's just, yeah. With the whole unicorn thing, yeah, I'm always connecting with people. Number 8 is you're inconsistent. You're not consistent when it comes to when you're going live or the content you're giving. You do live and then you're gone for 3 weeks. You come back, you do a live, you're gone. Or you only go live when you're trying to sell a product or a service. That does not build relationships. And number 9 is you're giving away way too much content for free. You don't know how to, yeah, on Instagram, I'm always connecting with people. You don't know how to differentiate between what to sell and what to give for free. So we just giving it all away for free. We just out here running through the streets like a $2. I'm not going to say it. So we just running through the streets though. We just doing it all, trying to do the most. And then number 10 is you don't have a team. And that's really important, guys, is that we have a team. Not only do we have a team, but we have a great team. So having a team means it can mean a VA. It can mean having somebody that just does your social media. It can mean, you know, having somebody that just does your graphic designs. I told y'all, me and Canva, we have a love-hate relationship. So I don't always get it right on Canva. I don't always get it right on Canva. We have a love-hate relationship. But I know I just connected with somebody that's going to be my brand manager who I won't have to deal with Canva. That'll just be what she does. I won't have to do that. I can deal with that. I can work with that. So that is some of the ways that you're not getting sales. You're missing sales. There are other ways. There are other things that you probably need to know as well. But those were some main ones that I know I came in contact with. Oh, thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. I try my best to be transparent. Because again, a lot of people aren't going to give you the behind the scenes. A lot of people aren't going to give you the grit of it. They're going to give you the glitz and the glam that I'm traveling and I'm flying and I'm here, I'm there, but they're not going to give you the behind the scenes stuff. So that part. Harold, if you are still in here, you can come on live. Let me know and I can bring you on live. If not, then we can schedule a day next week to have you come on live with me because I definitely want to interview you. But that's something that we really need to understand. Oh, grace and peace to you as well, Nicole. How are you doing today? We definitely want to look at that and say, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? Y'all know I'm transparent. I tell you when I went left and I was supposed to go right. When I was supposed to stand up and I sat down, you know, all that good stuff. But it's my hope to make sure that somebody else doesn't make the same mistakes that I made, that somebody else doesn't, I guess, you know, fall for some of the same traps that I fell for. I fell for some doozies, y'all. I did. Whew. I fell for some doozies. I did. But, you know, make sure that you don't fall for the same traps that I fell for, that you don't go through the same pains that I went through. If I can help as much as possible, I'm going to help as much as possible. We got bigger things to do. We got greater things to do. And in order for us to get those greater things done, we can't be tripped up on the small stuff, the insignificant stuff sometimes. That part. So, I appreciate you guys, those who joined on, those who quit the replay. Thank you so much. Always appreciate you guys coming and joining the conversation. I am Altavice Pelzer. I am the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach. I equip women to define, accept, and use their unique voice. Oh, blessings to you as well, Karen. Use their unique voice. Yeah, as an author or a speaker, those who have gone through abuse, I take them through that process. It's not always easy, but it is definitely doable. And a lot of times people always say, oh, but I'm shy, I'm shy. So am I. I'm shy. I'm an introvert. But, oh, I love you too, sis. But I'm able to come on and engage with people and share. And even moments when I still get nervous, there's still moments where I stumble over my words and things like that. But if you want to get on my on my calendar, I am putting together a class that's specifically just for introverts, bit.ly/talk2Altavice. Connect with me. Let's talk about it and let's see if I can put something together that's going to be great for you guys, because we got to get this stuff out there, guys. Come on. There's somebody that needs you. So we can't be hiding in the shadows anymore. We got things to do. So we gotta do the work. But I appreciate you guys. So I will see you next time. And don't forget to press it out.